Advice from Didi Nyoro, financial advice and how to make money in this life. And let's listen in.
We all want to make money, investments, because you called me to talk about investments. And investments is about scaling your money. It's about having 100,000. What's the shortest route I can make it 1 million? That is what investment is. And especially passively, where I don't need to tire my mind and my hands. You see the way you say, oh, me niko job, but nataka tu pahali nitaweka pesa, wewe uendelee tu na kazi, but the money to work for you somewhere else to multiply. Passively is what it is in investments. But there is something I want to, and I'll keep pushing to you until you start doing it. This is a job where you go from 8 to 5. Those who I was, nyinyi tulikuwa na nyinyi some time back pale Nairobi Club. And I hope you started doing what we discussed. So you are here, you're employed as a teacher, and as a banker, and as a journalist. I have seen my brother somewhere. Even if you hide, I see you. With your trademark. Thank you very much, Senior. So you are here. You go to work every day from 8 to 5. You use your might, your hands, your legs to go to work, and your heart because you love your work. From 8 to 5, every day a month. So thinking about a business of your employer. And you work diligently, thinking, planning, executing, 8 to 5. And then when you make your 1 million shillings, you go to an investment company to get an expert on investments to guide you on how to invest your money. So you have all the time to think about somebody else's business, and you have all the time to study and execute that job you work for in that ministry. But since you started working and saving, you have never taken one afternoon to even study about investments of your own money. So what do we end up doing? We go to Chama and we are told, hey, nowadays, this is the hot thing. So you put in your money. Because your only reference point to making decisions is your friends. But your friends were also told by friends. And those other friends were told by other friends. Unfortunately, if you draw a family tree of that decision, maybe Parechini, it was ignorant. So we are all here now learned with graduates with masters and degrees. This is what don't joke with me, I'm an engineer. Don't joke. I have CPA K and I'm BCom. Don't joke. But you are just investing because you went to church during the fellowship. Some guy told you there is this investment thing you need to do, and you jump in. Guys, let's get serious. Take some time to study one when you're investing your money, because I'll highlight a few options that there are. But take your time always, and I do that myself. So I'm not preaching to you what I don't take. And I don't rely on anyone to know where to buy what. Because if you got 1 million shillings, na ulitumia akili na kufanya kazi ukapata 1 million, and you still need somebody to come show you how to invest your 1 million, then si ukamwachia akutengeneze hata hiyo milioni moja. So start top line here. How is the global economy like? Kuna mtu hapa akona clue? How is the global economy doing? In any way, just tell me in any way. Global economy. And when you say it's doing well, tell me why you think so. Yes, my brother. You are basing on the economy, the market, or what? Markets. Very well. Clap for him. He's talking about one thing called commodities. Majorly, that's what has been coming down, and especially in the last 2 days after the Federal Reserve after Trump named a new Federal Reserve chair, there was a drop in gold and silver and their futures. Somebody else? Yes, my brother? Very good. Clap for him, please. Why did you guys invite me? You are very good guys here. We need a lady. Please say it, because it's important. It will be part of the points I have.
Thank you. My name is Douglas. So globally, the rates control the flow of money. So the rates have been coming down.
Very
CBR
good.
has been rating down. The Fed is rating down. So the rates are coming down.
Excellent. Please clap for him. I need 2 ladies to say something about the global economy. Very good. So you studying for boards and T-bills. You studying for MMX. Kusiweke shares hapo. There is somewhere I want us to go to with shares. You can where our boards, peer fixing money in the bank is part of you. Fixed deposit. Commercial papers. My brother here is MMX and unit trust, all those things. So he's here and such. So crisis in the economy is dependent on where you are situated. And I hope you have underlined that. So the crisis in the rates is no longer a crisis. It is already an opportunity. So you shift, very fast, this information I'm saying helps you to be him when him needs to be him. But because you have used some few weekend afternoons to study about where to put money, you already have jumped from him before anyone else. And these things are not rocket science to know. Once you study those things I'm saying, that is what happens. So we are in Kenya. Sasa tumetoka US na Europe na wherever. So once you come now, you add in Kenya. Interest rate yet 9%. So T-bills, you add something 2 or 3%. Okay. Lad is here. Hey, the one I bought in 2021. Nimetafuta mtu wa kununua sipati. Okay. So you make your decision there. Then somebody tells you, build bana. Nunua. Now we'll make a rentals. It is fine. But before you go there, study the global markets to know, are we in an era of building? Or are we in an era of sleeping and earning? You know, you can't go. Let's exhaust all the low-lying fruits. Before you go kulima pahali, kwetu tunasema dhakari. Yani kuna pahali, kuna weed. Weed that is so stubborn, unalima tena na tena. Before you go to the gari area, kwanza unalimaga kwenye hakuna hiyo weed. So pick the low-lying fruits before you go to the hard job. So the low-lying fruits, then you measure, you check. Huyo nimemtoa, he used to be good, bye-bye till another day. But I've not kept him too far. Nimemweka tu around. Huyu namuangalia tu kiasi. Because he is already affected by this, and this may affect. But I'm also asking myself, if I know what I give you, you take to him or him. Why can't I get their phone numbers? I talk to them directly. Now we come here. We're already in Kenya. We've decided, let's buy companies. Do you know why I have bias on companies? Market price. Markets inaika price kwa kitu. But value is not done in the market. This hotel, we may sell it. Let's say it is listed in the NSE. So the shares may be because somebody came, realized the parking is not the way they like, realized the tea is not how he likes the tea. So that subjective reasoning goes to the market and affects the share price. But it has not affected the fundamental of this hotel. So the reason why when the markets are down, you can buy them without minding is because do not buy the shares, buy the company. When you start buying the shares, then you'll get it all wrong because you move away from being an investor into being a speculator. Because you don't be speculating, ikienda juu na 2 shillings, ikienda na hii. Okay, there are people who tell me, hiyo story ya share unatuambia. Me, I bought Safaricom when it was 45. I bought Mumias when it was 50 shillings. I bought Kenya Power when it is 50. Now, that's your problem, as we never bought.
What did you buy?
I'm not saying me, all of us here. What I'm saying is, rated these people here. So you just did what you are told in your chama. You get? But that does not take away the fact that the Kenyan stock market has been undervalued for the last 5 years or so. This is how it is undervalued. This is how you measure how the markets are undervalued or overvalued. If you measure PE ratio of the market, this information is again online. You grade US, you grade Britain, you grade South Korea, you grade South Africa. Kenya has among the lowest PE ratios in the world. We're asking what is a PE ratio? PE ratio is he builds a building. He uses 10 million to build a flat. She. You keep forgiving me because I'm a man. So she builds a flat and spends 10 million including land. Sawa. Higher. The rent is $1 million per year. How long does it take out of rent, net rent, to recover her 10 million? That is what is PE ratio. PE ratio in America, for example, is over 27. That is cumulatively and on average. It is much higher for tech companies. PE ratio in Kenya is around 5. Wow. Now stop even talking about Kenya. Go to sectors. And always when you buy shares, act like you are buying the entire company. That's how you buy value. So that even if the economy collapses, the company is there and is producing things. So even if inflation goes up, you also sell your commodities using that inflation. So it's not affecting you. Because if inflation goes up and you are producing UGA, so you just raise the price of UGA because of inflation. So buy the value. So after global, national, after national, sectoral, go to sectors. Sectors in Kenya, number 1 is the listed ones. And I'm talking about the listed ones because currently I cannot buy an unlisted company. Because the listed ones are so cheap for me to go and buy an unlisted one. But she also starts for the unlisted ones. Because once you exhaust the opportunities in the listed companies, then you go to the non-listed ones. Non-listed is the ones that are not yet selling in the market. So, evaluate sectors from agricultural, the listed ones. You go to automobiles, it's only one company called Kind General. Automobiles, nyinyi mlisomea group of schools among automobiles. Sisi tunasema automobiles. Kakuzi, Sasini, the rest. You go to banking. It is the longest in the list of Kenya. ABSA, NCBA, the rest. You come to insurance. Kenyari, CIC, Sanlam, they are there. You go to investments. They are there, Kina Centum, others which are currently not trading like Transcentury. You go mpaka Safaricom na huko chini telecommunications. So you start the sectors. How are these sectors performing? So that when you put your money, first of all, you are in the right sector. Don't even talk about the right company. Are you in the right sector in the first place? So you check around. How is agricultural doing? Okay, these companies, do they rely on rain-fed or do they rely on irrigation? Unfortunately, no. Most of them are rain-fed. So try to check what is likely to affect the profitability of Kakuzi. Okay, the dollar is stable currently. Okay, so no much risk. Rain. Try to check now. Although you don't invest. I'm saying although in terms of you already done your analysis. Go to Kind General, the only one in its region. Check its PE ratio, check its profitability, its dividend payout. Go to banking. When you want to buy shares in a bank, don't even ask anyone what to buy. Never ask anyone. Just Google. One, what is the core capital of that bank? Just Google. AI will give you core capital. Because of the banks that have operations beyond Kenya and they have subsidiaries, core capital does not capture their capital in their insurance subsidiary, for example. So you go for something called shareholders funds. Just Google what is. There are not many. Start with number one. Imagine, guys, by tomorrow you'll have known which share to buy, and you'll not ask anyone. And when you tell your stockbroker, don't listen. Tell them it's my company, it's my account. Buy this share.
So what I have had today is interesting. Did you guys know these things, or is it only me who did not even understand myself? Gosh, there's so much to learn here, and that is why I said we will be digging deep to get this information so that we know where to go, where to invest, what to do when it comes to financial matters. And financial matters, you need not to take risks, because taking risk on a financial matter is like taking risk on your life. So guys, we have had, and we are going to continue listening in the next video. I will still continue getting you these guests to speak more about finances and investments, and that is where the route we want to take. So please subscribe to this channel if you haven't. Give the video a like, and we see you in the next one. Bye.